with Ryan how like when someone says something, they just write it down. When it doesn't like listen to any like other point of views, just write it down and like in order to say it. They didn't really like figure out stuff.
Okay, so you had difficulty prioritizing because everybody was talking all at once.
Yeah. A lot of times when someone would start to talk, another person would try to talk over them. So then everyone was just talking over everyone else and you couldn't hear anything.
So we're going back to people not being respectful of each other's point of view. Could that happen in Congress?
Yes. When I was trying to write everything down, there were all these ideas coming out and I was just getting really confused. So like sometimes I would write something that didn't make sense and then other times I'd be having two ideas going at the same time and it was really confusing because everyone was just saying what they had to say.
So the people that were selected as the group leaders needed to really take charge and say, one at a time only. Would that have been helpful? How about one more point?
Like if someone was talking, they kept talking and talking, then like it was pretty hard to get people to be quiet. So like if you were trying to get people to be quiet, the second you get someone to be quiet and then try to get another person to be quiet, the person that you just got to be quiet would just start talking like that.
Okay, so it's all about respectful behavior, isn't it? I think if we were to summarize a little bit of what I heard, did I hear that the biggest problem was that you couldn't work together trying to share your ideas and prioritize? And that was one of the first things that we talked about when we started, when I told you what we were going to do today. So prioritizing and working together in a group was very important, yet that was where our greatest difficulty was. So here's the last part of today's exercise. And by the way, I think you did an outstanding job. I think the material that we gave you was really hard to work with. So I think you were outstanding. Take a look at page 2 of your packet, please.
What?
I'd like you to put your name on the top, and then I would like you to do the reflection.
Everybody should listen to everybody's ideas.
Cooperating is a very important thing to do when you're...
Everybody has a different point of view, so you have to listen to everybody's.
You need teamwork to accomplish things.
Chris?
That when you have less time, it's harder to work together.
Yeah. It's harder to work with more people because then you have more voices.
Everybody should be heard because you never know what they're going to have for an idea.
Work together as a team. It isn't decided if global warming is an issue or not yet. That everyone should be able to tell their ideas and everyone should be included.
The more the merrier is a false. The more the merrier is a false statement when it comes to deciding what's important.
That's very interesting.
The Congress has to decide arguments opposing both of their opinions.
I don't want to go into the Congress when I grow up.
To work as a team helps get things done better.
That it's important to work as a team.
Teamwork is really important.
Working together is a lot harder than you think it is.
Okay, now, quickly.
That the Republicans were wrong, that I think the Republicans were wrong about global warming.
Good.
That the CO2 that comes from global warming can actually kill you.
I learned that the Republicans and the Democrats have different statements, but sometimes both of them make sense.
The children are scared that they won't be able to breathe.
CO2 is not that good for your body.
That the CO2 in a way helps the Earth. MSTU helps plants in that I don't believe in what the Republicans believe in.
That we spend a lot of money on it, like 150 billion.
That's right.
7.3.
Well, same thing as Caleb.
Same thing as Garrett and Caleb, and plus that we're already in debt by trillions of dollars.
The Republicans and the Democrats both are like almost working together, but at different, like apart and together at the same time.
Continues, Earth could become a temperature of 900, Venus, 900 degrees.
That the ice glaciers are melting and that they could flood New York and other important places. Nobody knows for sure if global warming is good or bad.
30% of the sun's rays can't get out of the atmosphere because it's so thick.
Want to come back?
Yeah. That by 2030 we could lose all our ice glaciers.
We might lose the continent Antarctica to global warming.
Global warming causes lots of health problems because in cities, already in 1952, 30,000 people died from it.
Yeah.
The carbon dioxide it causes a lot of bad things to the earth.
Okay.
That's over 70 million tons of carbon dioxide is let out into the atmosphere every day.
Global warming can be good or bad depending on what you think.
That 250 million acres have been destroyed by sea ice caps have already been melted.
Global warming, you don't know if it's good or bad.
Global warming could have some serious effects on the earth.
Terrific, guys. Thank you very